I realize I never shared my Christmas sweater with you, and it is what, January 11th? But better late than never. It says Snoop Dogg. Merry Christmizzle. Welcome to the lip service project pan. This was created by Amanda and Jessica of the Pantastic ladies, and it runs from the beginning of this year to the end of this year with monthly updates. This is all about lip products, so if it was designed for your lips, it's fair game. And what's really nice is that they kind of left it open that you can kind of pick what you really want to do for goal-wise when it comes to this project. Typically for me, I like to go for gold, and I like to just pan anything that I possibly can or use things that I possibly can. However, this one's going to be a little bit different for me. I'm going to make this more of a kind of like rolling use style. So my goal initially is going to be to use each one of these 10 times, which doesn't sound like much for a year. However, 2 of them I am focusing on panning, so I'd really like to still give them the best chance that they have to be used up and then focus on the other ones just for use wise. If I do manage to get those 10 uses, then maybe we'll up it to 25, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. I have 14 products to share with you today. 5 of them are lip liners, 3 of them are lip cushions, 1 is a lip gloss, 1 is a lip tint, 2 bullet lipsticks, and then a multi-stick. Starting with lip liners, I have 5 of them like I said. I have a Charlotte Tilbury in the shade Pillow Talk. I have a Jaclyn Hill in the shade Cupcake. I have 3 Lippies from Colourpop in the shade Beeper, Ashton, and Cool BFF. Let me swatch them for you. So we got Pillow Talk, we've got Cupcake, then we've got Ashton, Beeper, and Cool BFF. I think the only one I'm really possibly going to have trouble with is the shade Ashton here. It is a little bit beige for me. Onto my 3 lip cushions. The shades that I have are Last First Kiss, Promise, and Sincerely Yours, and I'll swatch these for you as well. So we've got Sincerely Yours, Last First Kiss, and Promise. I think the one I'll have the most problem with is Sincerely Yours, just because it is a little bit more on the orangey kind of coral side, which isn't a color I typically gravitate to. I have my 3 newest products to me. I got these in my advent calendar that I unboxed last month. I have Dear.A's lip gloss in Little Mauve. I can't remember what this is called, TirTir's Waterism Glow Tint. This is in the shade Peach Fig. And then I got a product that I don't quite like. I've only used it a couple of times, so I could potentially change my mind. But I have the Tocobo lip oil in the shade Plum Jam. This is severely minty, and I don't think it's meant to be plumping. It's just got that minty effect, and it also goes on really patchy. So the first shade we got there is Little Mauve. Then we got the TirTir Peach Fig. And then we got the Tocobo lip oil in Plum Jam, which actually swatched really nice compared to how it goes on the lips. I think the one I'm going to have the biggest problem with is the TirTir Peach Fig, just because it is really orange. On to the 2 that I'm trying to pan this year. These are my MAC lipsticks. This one is in the shade Please Me, and this one is in the shade the Samantha Ravndal collaboration shade. I absolutely love this. This is my favorite lipstick I have in my whole entire collection. So these are my MAC ones here. The top one is the shade Please Me. It is a more pink kind of color, and then the bottom one is the collaboration shade with Samantha Ravndal. The one I'm going to have the biggest problem with is the shade Please Me, just because that is quite a bright pink for me. However, I'm noticing it looks kind of similar to a couple of these that are already in here. Then the last one I have for you is my multi-stick by Ilia. This isn't exactly a lip product, however, I can't see me using this anywhere else, so the lips it is by default. And this is At Last by Ilia swatched here. It's kind of like a nice mauvey rose color, and what's kind of nice is that in the stick component it looks pearlescent, which is something I don't like in a lipstick, but when you swatch it, it just looks glossy and it actually has little reflective chunks of glitter in it, which is a nice surprise. So those are all the lip products that I'm going to be focusing on for 2026. Like I said, my goal is really to kind of roll through them, get some uses out of them, see what I still like, which colors work for me, which colors don't. And then my other goal was to focus on my MAC lipsticks and pan those just because they are the oldest in my collection. Thank you for spending your time with me today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, definitely come back for the next one. Encourage me along my project pans that I'm doing here. I'm doing quite a few of them because I've got quite a few products that I would like to use up. So thank you for your time today. I hope you're having a good one, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!